Go get him right
Good luck.
now.
Good luck. You better be fast, because he's fast.
No greater skater in history
There he
than Apolo.
is. Hi.
He's in the building.
You know,
Did
he
you
was
just arrive?
Kind of. I had a bagel.
Did he win Dancing with the Stars, too?
You won Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, really?
Oh, that Apolo Ohno. That one.
This one.
Oh, okay.
That's the other one.
I know you from Dancing with the
Not
Stars.
the skater.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. Good
Good to
morning.
see you.
Good to see you guys.
Welcome back.
You know Dorothy.
Hey.
You didn't have your book last time.
Please, have a seat.
You've been busy writing a book?
Thank you. I've been really busy writing the book.
When did you have time?
I wanted to write this book after I was on the show Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, so then you could have some real juice to talk about.
Well, you know,
behind the scenes.
but then I waited till, obviously until after the Olympic Games. But this, honestly, I mean, not only was it like self-therapy, this book was, for me, it was amazing because I talked so much more than just about the Olympic experiences, but like I have a really good relationship with my father, but it wasn't always like that. So kind of a lot about my childhood
All
upbringing.
right, let me stop you right
Yeah.
there. A lot of questions were raised about your mother while you were skating, and you address it immediately in your book.
Yeah.
And basically what you have to say about your mother is very little.
Very little. And, to be honest with you, I really don't know that much about my mom. I was raised in a single-parent household. My father was an immigrant from Japan, came here with kind of nothing but 2 cameras around his neck, and had to survive in this country. And then, was a successful hairdresser and stylist. And then basically along came little baby monster Ohno. That was me. And, he had to raise me basically on his own. And so my father was both the father and the mother in my life for a long time. And, I get that question a lot. But
Yeah.
I did. I opened up about the point of the first 2 chapters of the book was for me to basically be very open because I wanted the reader to understand, okay, this was going to be, everything was going to be organic and from my heart. So the way that the book reads is, the delivery at least, comes from who I am as a person. It's very authentic. And
So you don't want to know much about her?
It's kind of weird. I wouldn't say I don't want to, but there was never like a feeling in my heart that I really want to go out and reach out for her.
Okay.
And I think it was because I grew up without her. 28 years of my life, and it would be kind of strange. But the older I get, the older I get, the more growing curiosity about kind of wanting to know what it's all about. But all of it's in the book. I mean, all from obviously my father, the mother who I didn't really know or had in my life, to all the things leading up to each and every single Olympic Games.
Dad did
my
pretty
struggles.
good on his own.
I think so.
And did you just sit down, which I imagine is hard for you, and just start typing?
I had a ghostwriter with the book, and I'm not kidding you. Half the book was written while I was in the sauna. He was on the other side of the sauna because that's where mentally I was.
That's why it's a hot book.
That's why it's a very hot book. Can't even touch it. It's a little damp too, but.
So what, you would just sort of talk your thoughts because you were more relaxed
I spent so many hours and time in the sauna, as an athlete, training, meditating.
Was it therapeutic for you?
It was very therapeutic. It was, like I said, it was like self-therapy, and, I got to speak kind of from my mind and my philosophy towards my sport, my philosophy towards business, towards life in general.
Is it the same philosophy? Do you because I always say there's no discipline like the discipline of sport for a child. Is that how you approach life?
I do not. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's not, the way that my approach towards my pursuit of the Olympic Games, my pursuit towards the Olympics, in my sport was one thing, but I really try to take it outside of that. And
You apply it to business.
I apply it to everything. And for me, it's not just about the sport. And I think the long, 15 years basically, I was involved in my Olympic pursuit. And now that I'm taking a long break, I realize that life is so much bigger than just the Olympic Games.
A long break?
But it's a long break, yeah.
Okay. So you may be going back?
We'll see. We'll see. But the things that I noticed, in writing the book, is that my philosophy towards not just the sport is really applicable towards any walk of life.
We learn, I believe we all learn from making mistakes, and that's where wisdom comes from. 1998, you're trying out for the Olympic team. You basically blow it. You finish last.
Right.
What did that mean to you?
I mean, a lot to me. Considering the year before, at age 14, I was #1 in the U.S. I was racing.
What happened? What was going on?
It was lack of discipline, lack of heart, lack of effort, and that's what hurt my dad so much. Is that he saw that I wasn't. He didn't care that I didn't win or I wasn't placing in the top podium. He saw that I wasn't putting forth the effort that was necessary to be my best and enjoying the sport for what it is. So what he essentially did is he sent me to a cabin that we used to go to when I was a younger kid, and he said, look, you have to come to a decision in your life. He basically forced me to make a life-changing decision at the age of 15. And so from there...
did you want this enough?
He said, look, Apolo, I don't care whether you skate, whether you go back to school, whatever it is, I want you to do it 100% and put forth your effort and your heart and your soul towards something. You know, find your passion and don't let it, don't let it go.
Were even you surprised at how well you did this past Olympics? Talk about heart and passion. I mean, it was...
I think you're always... Well, as an athlete, you expect to do well, and you prepare so. You know, in 2002, I was about 165 pounds, leg pressed about 1,500 pounds. In 2006, I was about 157 pounds, I leg pressed about 1,500 pounds.
Jeez.
I wanted to change my weight to 147, and I wanted to leg press the same. I ended up competing at 141 and leg pressing just shy of 2,000 pounds. So the strength to weight ratio was really skewed.
So you're more surprised when you don't win, because you go in with the attitude that you're going to win. That's an athlete's attitude.
Somewhat. I mean, for me, I go into every single race saying, okay, I have the opportunity to win. I don't know if I am. And that's how I relate to it as life.
You should have almost a boxer's attitude.
Athlete.
A little bit. You know,
the training, yes.
Yeah, the training, the intensity, and that's essentially what we created.
You really
created a camp like that.
Beautiful
It's
pictures.
a mentality. I mean, like life, there's no guarantees for tomorrow. So I trained every day as if that's how I was going to be judged. That's how I was going to be. It was my last day. Live every single day like it's your last.
A picture of a friend of mine in here. Evan Lyson.
Evan, yeah.
Oh, he's a good
Okay, wait,
friend.
which brings us to dancing, because Steve, of course, wants us to talk about Dancing with the Stars.
We have some pictures in there of that.
But you're going to be on.
I'm going to be on tonight and tomorrow night.
You're a judge. You get to judge people
I'm
now.
I'm a judge, and I'm actually going to be. I have a team. We have Team Apollo, which consists of. Well, you guys will see tonight, but it's myself. I picked 3 teams. Christy Yamaguchi picked 3 teams, and so we've been coaching them separately. And these guys are going to be dancing to my song.
You know, we asked you this when you were on before for Dancing with the Stars. But are you still shocked by what happened to your profile in public when you did this show?
Oh, it was insanity. Actually, there's a part in the book that's dedicated toward Dancing with the Stars. My experiences on it, what I learned from it, and also, just the reception from people afterwards. I'd walk through the airport, and literally, people would be like, "Oh my God, you're that dancing guy, right?"
They wouldn't know you from skating.
I'm like, "Well, yeah, I'm kind of like that dancing guy. I was on that Olympics, thing.
Oh,
no, forget about that.
It's nice he has a hobby as well. He dances and skates.
He's like, you see, Frank, you need to dance like Apollo. I'm like, what? Who's Frank? You're here alone. What's going on? I got that a lot. But I welcome. I mean, the show is unbelievable. You know, I went and I saw a lot of the guys and girls yesterday, and it's like, for me, it's like a family. I mean, I built such amazing relationships with them, and I still love the show. I think it's one of the best shows I've ever been on.
Well, when they do the senior edition, you can come back again and compete. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah. How old are you now?
Now they have the Skating with the Stars.
Don't even talk to me about that. ABC. It's going to be good. You would be a shoo-in.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't. You think?
I don't know.
You're too good.
I will.
Zero Regrets for Better Than Yesterday is out now. There'll be guest sessions, as we said, in Coaching and Dance with the Stars tonight. Coming up, Gavin Newsom, mayor, wants to be lieutenant governor. And we have the makeover for the...
for moms?
Mom jeans, huh?
Mom jeans.
Yeah. 141 pounds.
141, I would do that.
And you're doing...
My goal was to be 147, and literally...
1,000 pounds?
About 1,970, 1,980.
It's insane.
It's amazing. When you get under that weight, it's incredible. Because you're going to crush it.